Welcome to Vishnu IAS Presents Daily News Protocol. In this session, Daily News Protocol, we have been analyzing the most important articles of the Hindu. Let us look at today's articles. SE says center states have equal powers to make GST related laws. In a historic judgment campaigning the cooperative federalism, the Supreme Court has given major judgments regarding GST regime. Let us look at the context of this particular judgment. Supreme Court has upheld the Gujarat High Court's judgment which says that the IGST cannot be levied on ocean freight from Indian importers. In the same judgment, Supreme Court has also said that both the state and central government will have equal powers to levy the taxes. Let us look at the important. In the same judgment, Supreme Court has also upheld that the GST Council decisions are not binding. This is one of the most historic judgments. It is only recommendatory in nature and not binding on anyone. What are the constitutional provisions behind this judgment? Article 246A states that states have power to tax goods and services. In this particular article, the Supreme Court has made a judgment that Article 246A of the Constitution treat both the union and the states as equal units. In the second judgment, it states that Article 249A, which states about the GST Council. GST Council to be formed by the President to administer and govern GST. Its chairman will be a Union Finance Minister and other members will be nominated by the states. In this particular judgment, the Supreme Court has upheld that neither the center nor the states are actually dependent on each other and they are very independent in nature. And it also stated that state and central are like marble cake. They have to be integrated and form a cooperative federalism and shouldn't fight with each other. Let us look at next article of the day. Understanding India's ethanol blending policy. Under National Biofuels Policy, there was a particular provision which states that 30% of ethanol will be blended with our petroleum products by 2030. In a recent amendment, our Union Cabinet has amended this and preponed this particular date to 2035. Let us look at what is ethanol. Ethanol is one of the principal biofuels. How is it obtained? It is naturally produced by the fermentation of sugars by yeast or via petrochemical processes such as ethylene hydration. But what is the intention behind mixing ethanol with our petrol? We have a threefold impact. First impact is regarding our energy security. 80% of our fuels are imported from outside and it causes a huge import bill. If we start mixing ethanol with our petroleum, it will save us $4 billion. The second important advantage of using ethanol in our petrol is incentive for our farmers. Farmers who produce maize, sugarcane especially, they will be able to give their surplus production for the production of ethanol and earn money from it. They also will have incentive for producing less water intensive crops for maize so that the ethanol producing companies can acquire these maize and produce ethanol from it. And the third important and the most important advantage of ethanol, keeping a present climate crisis in focus, is its impact on emissions. When you start using ethanol, your carbon monoxide, your nitrous oxide and your other hydrocarbons emission will decrease. But why are we not able to implement this particular policy in a full-fledged manner? Using ethanol in our petroleum has also have negative impacts, or let's just say the challenges. What are the challenges? The first challenge is the amount of petrol you use in a particular vehicle. The amount of petrol you use is far less than the amount of ethanol that is used to compensate for the same thing. And also, when you start using ethanol, it will corrode your engine. As in, our engines presently are not in a capable position to take ethanol, and it will cause reduction in fuel efficiency. We need to readapt our entire engine so that it is adaptable to our ethanol. And Indian research, when it started Indian research agencies, when it started looking for advantages for ethanol, they have also found that Though the carbon monoxide there are no emissions of carbon monoxide, there is no reduction of nitrous oxide also, meaning the emissions that were actually envisaged are not up to the mark. Fourth, our major ethanol production is basically from our sugars. We know that sugar is a water guzzling plant. It not only uses our rainwater but also uses our groundwater, which is supposed to be for drinking, making it less efficient water process. Are we the first country to mix ethanol? No. Brazil, US have been doing it since very long. In fact, they use this particular technology called flex fuel engine technology and make it the entire ethanol fuel process. They are able to do it because the farmers in Brazil have minimum support price so that the farmers won't have to pay so much for that, and also the technology is very high that they won't have so much of water for producing ethanol. 85% of the entire globe ethanol is produced by US and Brazil. In the developing countries like India, we have just been coming up with new technologies and we have to adopt extreme efficient technologies to make this ethanol a working process. This becomes an important topic for your GS3. Make an answer out of it and keep it with you so that it might form an answer for any. Start making an answer on it and write an answer and comment it in our comment section. This way you'll also develop a writing of answer writing. Thank you. We will come up with another session tomorrow.